Hi guys, welcome back to Kit Car Director at MK Sportscars. Back in the workshop. Yeah, we're rocking and rolling here. What have we got first off the bat? An unfortunate incident with a car. Customer had a little in the side. Of course, we've kicked it into top gear and repaired it all for him. So, roll the VT for it. Right guys, what am I standing over here? I'm standing over one of our Indy R chassis, built custom really for this customer here. Gonna have the awesome Hayabusa engine in it. Now that is a Gen 1 Hayabusa, but it has got a little bit of spice in it. It's 198 horsepower at the wheels, this bad boy. She's got Gen 2 throttle bodies and that. It's all going in here for Charles. So we're starting this build. We've got the roll cage in here. Now what we're gonna be doing is starting with brake lines, fuel lines, floor pan fitted, getting all the engine prepped and getting it going. So you're going to see this build progress just like the others are. So going from all the way from this up into these stages to a fully built car. So follow that with progress. Don't forget to press the subscribe button and you'll get to see this awesome vehicle being built each week. Right, last week we showed you about crates shipping internationally. Well, what have we done this week? We've gone a little bit even further. We've got 2 cars on a container, on a 40-foot container, going out to Japan. So 2 Hayabusa cars being loaded. So we're going to roll into that and you can see those bad boys getting loaded out to our dealer in Japan. Can't wait to see Hayashi Racing and what he thinks of those cars. Right guys, we're outside here with the other model that we have in our range, the Fulcrum. We're kind enough for Sean to come in, same name as me, how good's that? Come in and show us around his Fulcrum. Now, I've known Sean quite a few years. We used to do quite a few track days together down at Woodbridge and Snetterton. And the car, although it's 12 years old now, looking amazing. I mean, this is Batman's car, isn't it? It's super killer in the gloss black. The Fulcrum, obviously, new addition to us, where we've taken over with the Phoenix, the Striker, and it basically sits on the same Striker chassis and what's used on the Phoenix with outriggers that attach all the bodywork, etc. So we're going to do some modifications to that to make it maybe easier to build. This is running the Honda Fireblade engine. It's the 954 engine in here. We'll pop the bonnet up and have a peek. Almost a two-man job, but we'll do it as a one-man job. So this has got a Honda Fireblade 954 engine in there. As you can see, and these are all the outriggers that attach all the bodywork in here. Same inboard front suspension, added radiator setup that you would normally have on the Striker and the Phoenix kind of setup as well. But this has done a few miles, quite a few track days on it now, and he's customised it really, Sean, as to his own sort of way with holes and scoops and aero screens and things like that, and ducting and etc. So yeah, putting that on, he's got his own sort of slim seats because they're quite narrow in the cockpit as well. We do a bench seat, or you can do a standard GRP seat in there as well. So shop with the Pro Race 1.2s on here. Great wheel, we know that, very lightweight in what they do. And yeah, I mean, a huge diffuser, and well, it's got a front splitter and a huge diffuser on the rear, which you would have seen. And under here is a smaller area, but it's kind of just a fuel tank sitting under there. We're going to maybe look at that and make some storage out of it. But as a car, you've got to say, it looks, I love the look of this car. I think it's absolutely spot on. Why it never sold more, I don't know. But I tell you what, we're going to get this back in the marketplace, get people down here and see it. And once we'll get a demo car up and running for ourselves at some point. See, we're still at the initial stages with looking at the Fulcrum. We've got to do some of the design touches and make it more of a productionised vehicle, etc. as well. But if you want to know more information about that car and the range, then tap us up on the phone or an email. We can try and fill you in the details that we have so far on it as well. But got to say, guys, I'm sure I'll do the final picture for you. What a great car. I'm going to step away. I love it too much. What's next, guys? Indy R, the blue CBR1000RR car. We've finally got that completed, and you know what? We're going to test how those boots roll down the road. Let's see some action. Please don't tell me we run out of fuel. Right, CBR1000RR Indy R test drive. Let's fire this one up. I've got a big red kill switch, ignition switch, water pumps, fuel pump on, and a big red on button. Fire into life. Right, pretty different on there. We normally have some of the old paddle shift going on, but what we've got today is a stick. So we've got our billet gear lever, and it's push forward for first gear and then 5 all the way back. So that's first. It tells me on my clock up here as well. So it's got the standard 2016 clocks. So yeah, we've got the 38mm external cage. Go through the gears. Third gear, fourth gear, nice and gentle. Got Got the 2016 clocks out of the bike, so all the instrumentation is there. The RPM's got shift light on it as well. SPA steering wheel, got nice race mirrors, long acre mirrors, and plenty of visibility in this car. What's it got on the boots? It's got Yokohama's on it actually, sticky. It's got 4-pot calipers on the front as well, so brakes are pretty good because it's got the wheelwood top mounted pedal box, which is bonkers. But we've got Anna in the car next to us. Yeah, it goes. I don't even get anywhere near the limits of this thing on the road. We won't. It's a track monster. Right guys, you thought that was it, didn't you? No, it isn't. What I've done is dropped Anna out of the seat. You know what it's like? Weight is your enemy in this car, and it's all about brake horsepower per tonne. So I tell you what, I'm going to fire it up. Let's go out again. That's more like it. But you know, these cars, very lightweight. Anna's in the car. Yeah, they perform pretty well. But you know what? I just want to have a bit more fun. I want to see how it's going to go with just me in the car. All of, I'm going to say 80 kilos, being generous here. We're going to get up to the gates, we'll head on out. It's a nice sunny evening. We explore the 6-speed sequential gearbox, the CBR1000RR engine, power plant. Now I know there's always a debate between these and the Busa. And is it faster than the Busa? Probably not quite. Will it give it a damn good run for its money? 100%. In fact, on track, on the right track, not a lot between them, I reckon, with a weight difference in the engines and the overall chassis and everything else. So some will disagree. I've driven them both. They do it in a different way, a bit more torque in the Busa, not so much on the CBR. I think you've got 120 on the Busa foot-pounds and about 90 odd on these, depending where they go. So let's light her up, shall we? 1 forward, 5 back. Pretty hard to speak when you're trying to drive with 10,000 RPM up your trumpet. I think the sound says it all, really. Mentally fast car, way too fast on the road. Obviously you can poodle, which we are, speed limits, etc. It will poodle around, 6th gear here, 3,000 RPM, 5th gear actually, 6th gear, there we go, what we're just under 3,000 RPM. It'll poodle along quite nicely, but obviously it's not no car engine, it's a bit different. So it likes the RPM. This revs to just over 13,000. We've got another 10,000 to go at the moment, so plenty of wiggle room. When you're dropping it down a cog or two, it all happens up the top end. So really, no point trying to floor it from down in the lower range down to 2,000 or 3,000 RPM. It's not really made for that. If you're a biker, you'll probably know that, and everything works at the top end. So we'll just get a little bit straight in the national speed limit. We'll, as you can see, drop it down 5,000, 6,000, then you nail it. That's what this car's all about. Complete B-road blaster or a complete track weapon. Absolutely accelerates so quick. Mad, 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 mad. And actually the gear lever being here, pretty touring car style, really works well. You can just whack it in back to the steering wheel. Pedal shift's good, quite like the slip load, nice and easy, very precise, short range on it. Pedal box with a wheelwood pedal box, really good spacing on the pedal. So I'm wearing builder's boots at the moment with silk toe gaps and quite happy to drive it, so makes a big difference. I love that. That's just naughty, naughty, naughty.
drive, very light steering. I mean, literally fingertips, guys. Look, to steer this thing is so light. I think the car's well under 500 kilos, so it's not heavy. You know, it makes a big difference in the steering with these bike engines when you've got a car engine. So what happens all here at 7,000. Oh dear, I could do that every day.
Hope you like what we're doing here, guys, at MK Sportscars. Don't forget to hook us up on our website if you haven't already. If you haven't pressed that subscribe and like button, I'd love you to do it. Hope you enjoy what we do here, from, you know, from chassis to builds to geos to damage repairs to crates, whatever we do here. And you're welcome to come down. The kettle's always on. You know what it is? Like, share. Catch you next week, guys.